Hi, everyone. Welcome to Research for Evidence-Based Social Work Practice. My name is Gia. I'm your instructor for your session. For this week, I would like to talk about qualitative research methodology and how you are going to complete assignment 1. So I listed the steps from 1 to 8, walking you through the steps submitting assignment 1, and I hope it's helpful. So I will walk through step by step, and I would like to remind you that before the deadline, 2 business days before the deadline, I can help you review or improve your PICO question and your selected qualitative article for approval, and I hope it's helpful. So on syllabus, page 11, there's a grading rubric and all the details regarding assignment 1. So please read syllabus and the grading rubric I uploaded on Quackers under assignment 1 samples. That will help you to prepare your assignment 1. So the individual assignments are designed for you to practice your PICO development, article search skills, and methodological evaluation skills. There are 2 assignments this semester. So for now, we will talk about assignment 1. So for example, for assignment 1, you will need knowledge from week 2, answering answerable questions, and week 3, library orientation, and then week 4, qualitative research methods to work on your assignment 1. Assignment 1 requires you to submit 7 pieces of information. Page 1 is the title page with your PICO question, very clearly visible on the first page. And the second material you are going to submit is qualitative research checklist. We will talk about this checklist later in this video. And the third material you are going to submit is 1-page review table. So I have provided the blank review table for you to fill out on Quackers, and I also provide review table samples from previous cohorts. And the fourth file you are going to submit is 1-page study review and application. This is just 1 page. So please make notes for the difference with previous session. So previous cohorts in previous years, we ask students to write about 1-page study synthesis by talking about 2 selected articles. So for this year, we changed the policy. We only required 1-page study review for 1 article. So you are not going to compare or synthesize the evidence from 2 articles. For this year, you need only to talk about 1 article and write them down for 1-page study review and talk about their application for your practice. Okay, next, the 5th file you are going to submit is called your search strategy and the justification of why you choose this paper as your best 1 article for your PICO question. So for this material, for this contents, you are going to submit 1 page of your search strategy and the justification. So the next file you are going to submit is 1 screenshot for electronic database search strategy. This will be your appendix. So for this part, I will not grade your screenshot, but you need to submit it to show you use the knowledge you learned from week 3 and the search articles in the databases. I need evidence to show you have think about this and you have searched articles in the databases. Okay, so to summarize, you need to submit a total of 9 pages plus an appendix with screenshot. And the most important, lastly, you need to attach the article that you talk about as a separate file with your submission. I prefer a PDF version So do not send me a link. Sometimes when the link doesn't work, it's really this is really a trouble for all of us to identify your article. So please attach a PDF version of your article, your assignment 1. So you can see from this page, I listed the guideline and the knowledge you are going to use from previous weeks 2, 3, and 4. And also I screenshot individual assignment 1. This is the preview of what does it look like when you prepare assignment 1. And then this is a screenshot of all the material I uploaded. You can see it under module. This is at the very top called assignment 1 samples. So for example, you will see grading rubric, how I'm going to grade your work. And this is from 2020 cohort, sample of PICO questions, sample of article, sample of review table, sample of checklist. So please note, because 2024, we require students to prepare 2 articles. For this year, you only need 1 article. So you will have 1 article, 1 review table, 1 checklist, and 1 review study and application. Again, you don't have to select 2 articles, only 1 article. Okay, this is the screenshot of the grading rubric. I'm going to walk through this. The deadline is February 11. So if this is a late submission without any previous notice or accommodation letter, you will be deduct 400% of the 20 points per day. So this is so important. Second, PICO. So please provide a very clear and PICO question in 1 single title page. This is like 0 or 2 points. So I will evaluate the contents from the PICO and see if they make sense. So this was 2, you will get 0 points or 1 point or 2 points. And next is 1 qualitative article. So I encourage you to send me your PICO question and your selected qualitative article for preview. This is not mandatory, but I encourage students to do so, because if your article is not qualitative article or is ineligible or it doesn't answer your PICO question, you will be asked to redo your assignment. I can help you preview it, but again, it's not mandatory. So you need to give me at least 2 business days. So the deadline is February 11. I will need you to send me your PICO question and 1 article for pre-approval or pre-review by February 7th, the midnight. So I have time to review it the next day and get back to you immediately. Okay. So next is PICO and 1 article. So the qualitative article should address the PICO question you developed. It means these 2 contents components should be close related. If you select 1 qualitative article, it has nothing to do with your PICO. It doesn't make sense, right? So I will evaluate how your article answers your PICO question and give you 0 to 2 points. So the next part is a review table. Remember, for this year, we only require students to prepare 1 article. So you will have only 1 review table. So I will give you 1 point if your table is no more than 1 page. If it's like more than 1 page, like 1.5, you will lose 0.5 points. It's really important to follow the rule, and it should be landscape orientation. And the citation should be APA style. I will provide you a sample of the table, so you will know where you are going to fill out the citation. And the next part is research question or goal or aim or purpose of the study, no matter which term the article uses. So you will provide information in the review table regarding the research question or the research goal of the study. This is a very important skill to know what is the purpose of the study and provide the information in the review table. And this is worth 1 point. The next part is research design. So this is usually the part or the place students lose points, because this is very important knowledge in the slides and also the course video from KIF. So if it's in-depth interview, focus group, it's very important to recognize design of the paper. So it's the design of the paper. This is so important. It's not a sample, or it's not like simply saying, oh, this is a qualitative design. It's not enough unless there's no such information in your article. And I will read your article to find the evidence. So this is worth 1 point. The next part is samples. So highlight the participant, demographic characteristic of the participant. So for example, they are women, they are female, they are students age 18 to 24, something like that. So the demographic characteristic of the sample of the participant. You need to select such evidence from the article. And the next part is also students are always kind of confused about these two concepts, samples and sample size. So sample size is the number of participants in the study. For example, like 20 students, 30 female adults. So I need a number to tell me the size of the participant in the study, and that's worth 1 point. The next part is results. So highlight the themes and key results. This is a little bit challenge because when we have read qualitative results, there's like direct quotation from the participant, and there's so much information we can talk about for results. However, I only need you to highlight the things that you think are relevant and important to answer your PICO question. Again, the themes and the most important relevant results to answer your PICO question. You need to highlight the themes and results here. I don't want you to copy and paste all of them to get 1 point. I need a highlight part. Okay, next part is the methodological strength and limitation. So provide 3 strengths and 3 limitations. This evidence usually you can find from the discussion section. So go to the discussion of the article, and they always talk about the limitation of their study. For example, oh, this is just limited to specific population, and the generality of the study is limited. Or they talk about the strengths, means their implication, their contribution. So something like that. You can just borrow the information from the article, or you can use the knowledge you learn from this week and criticize the methodological strength and limitation of the article. Either is fine. So at least no more than 3. So I will make it very strict, 3 strength and 3 limitation points. Okay, next is a checklist. So checklist is very subjective, and sometimes I evaluate is positive, but sometimes it's not. So the checklist will not be graded. However, if I do not see your completed checklist as attachment for your submission files, you will lose 2 points. But if you complete your checklist, follow the rules, follow all the questions, you will have the points. Otherwise, you will be deducted 2 points. This is so important to remember. Okay, next, let's talk about your review paper. So we called it synthesis, but this year we called it review paper. It's just 1 page, double spaced. And I will check the citation. So for the citation, it could be beyond, it could be on the 2nd page. But the in-text citation should follow APA 7 style. For the citation, it could be listed on the 2nd page, but for the paper itself, it should be 1 page, limited 1 page. Okay, so previous years, we ask students to synthesize and summarize the evidence from the 2 different articles to compare. But for this year, remember, you only need to criticize 1 article. For example, to borrow the information from the review table, saying, oh, this study examined blah, 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 talk about what kind of question. And then they have their highlighted result, they found out blah, blah, blah. And then talk about the strength of their methodology, saying they use like random sampling or can talk about the limitation of their study. They only focus on specific population. Because given limited space, I would suggest you to only focus on 1 to 2 points and then elaborate them with evidence from the article and talk about the application or answer your people question. For example, how does the evidence will help you for your practice? So I would give 5 and above points, almost 5 and 6 if you talk about evidence and then you practice. But if you talk about all the facts from the article without connecting to a practice or without talk about how you are going to evidence for practice, I will give less than 5 for sure, because I want you to focus on only 1 to 2 points and give more elaboration on the points. So this is very important to get higher points. Okay, for Quackers, you will find assignment 1 supporting material, and there's one file called Pickle Question. This sample is from 2020 cohort. So for example, the Pickle Question is, what effect does advanced care planning have on the end of life care of elder adults? So for the title page, you will write Pickle Question, and then your Pickle Question, and then break down the components of the pickle. So the population will be elder adults in care, and the intervention will talk about something about advanced care planning. So what is your outcome? What is the intervention you care about? And then compare an outcome will be like, okay, advanced care planning versus no advanced care planning. But because for qualitative, we don't have compare. So it's okay if you do not have compare here. It's something versus of intervention. So if you put an intervention was a program there, you can say something like no such program or intervention. All is outcome. So what is your outcome for your question? What is the program? What is the consequences you really care about? For example, improved end of life care. That's the most important thing for your interest, and this will be your outcome. So to summarize, for the title page, I need the pickle question and breakdown of your PIO. This is very important to get the points. Okay, review table as an example. So one review table for your selected article. Again, for this year, you only have 1 article. So you only need to submit 1 review table, not 2 review table, okay? So all of these contents are from the article itself. Do not make up stuff. They are not something you create or write up. You only need to find this evidence in the article and copy and paste them here. This is the skill you are going to practice to find evidence from the article and make a summarization. So, but it is not a simple task. You need to know what is sample, what is sample size, what is research design, what is research question. Otherwise, you will lose points. So for example, for the study citation, I ask APA style. So make sure you use APA style. Okay. For the research question, this question could be directly from the article, but you know where to find the research question. Sometimes there's no research question. It's about research purpose or study of a goal of the study. It is fine, but it's related to the purpose of the study and put here. The next part is the research design. So the research design, for example, semi-structured interview, this is fine. For this sample, the students provided a lot of information. It is fine. As long as I find out the most important thing, I will give you score. I will not deduct score if you provide a lot of contents. But given 1-page limitation, you cannot copy paste everything, right? The next part is sample. So here the students provide sample size. We don't need sample size for this part. We only need like 90 care staff, like managers, nurses, assistant. This is participant, and they are their characteristic, and also 15 family members. So these are the samples. And there's another line not listed here. It's sample size. So for the sample size, you can put n equals to 105. So that includes 34 care homes, 16 residential. So more detailed information about how many participants are in the study. So this is our example for the results and all the themes with examples and 3 points of strength and limitation. So this is a sample you can read to prepare for your review table, and I hope they're helpful. This is the article the student selected. So because you are required, it is mandatory to send your instructor about your selected article. I would encourage you to highlight all the evidence in the article and show your instructor where you can find the evidence in the article. So for example, purple here shows study design. So in that case, I can give you feedback if you lose points. I can show you, oh, this is not your research design. It's easily for me to provide feedback and also can help you provide your final paper if you keep record of all your work. So this is a learning process, and I would like you to be serious about it and learn from the feedback. So I encourage you to highlight all the evidence with different colors. Okay, so this is the checklist, sample from previous cohort. Again, your checklist will not be graded. However, you are required to submit your qualitative research checklist. Otherwise, you will be deducted points. So follow the framework on the first column and then fill them out. You only need to answer if this particular article addressed that question and your justification for your answer. So it's okay to say yes or no for applicable or addressed, as long as this particular article addressed such question, you will say yes. If no, you can say no. So this is very subjective, and it's not wrong to just give yes or no. So all these concepts instructions are provided under assignment 1 files. So it's under the module. So all the assignment 1 supporting material, you can find the qualitative checklist and all the detailed explanation for each question. Okay, so next we talk about step 2 and 3. So watch this video. Watch the video of week 2, asking answerable question, and week 3, library orientation to help you find one eligible article for a PICO question. So it is important to note here, the selected article should be close related to your PICO question, and more details are available in week 2's lecture. And your selected article should be qualitative in nature. They cannot be quantitative, experiment, RCT, or other types of the study. So I suggest you to wait to locate your qualitative article after tomorrow. That's Monday, after you watch week 4 qualitative study video from KIT, if you never heard about qualitative design before. Okay, next step is send me your PICO question and the article, and for me to review and get pre-approval. This will help you to avoid redoing your assignment. Remember to send your PICO and one article to the following email, SWK4510h@gmail.com, not my personal email, because I can help. This really help me to organize all the teaching material under this email. Otherwise, I may miss your email in my U of T email. So this is really helpful. Okay, I will show you one example. You can just say use the subject SWK4510 Assignment 1 pre-approval, and then send me your article in PDF. So do not send me a link to an article. Most of the time the links work, but sometimes it doesn't work. And if I send back to you and then get confirmation, you will lose a lot of time for me to help you prove your PICO and question, PICO question and article. So please send me a PDF instead of link to the article. And your email can say, Gia, this is my PICO question, and then the breakdown of the components. So please review it, and thank you. So very simple email, and I will review it and give you feedback. Okay, so the next step is get feedback from me. I would say pass. You can go ahead to complete your review table and checklist and write up the paper, or I would say, this is not a qualitative article, or I don't think your article respond to your PICO question, and then you have to redo it. So the earlier the better, okay? So this is a feedback, example of the feedback I'm going to give it to you. So ignore the source of the email. It's from a U of T. This is 2020. I started to use this email 2 years ago. So this is like old email sample. So I will say, okay, your PICO is fine, but your article is not qualitative. They are experimental. It's good, perfect for assignment 2. So I think the feedback is important because you don't need to like, your article is not wasted. You can save it for assignment 2. So I think from students' previous feedback, I think my feedback help them to prepare for assignment 1, 2. Okay, so step 6 is complete the review table and checklist after I approve your article and PICO. So you can go ahead and use the samples I provided under assignment 1 supporting material to complete a review table and checklist, and also write a 1-page synthesis. Okay, so this is the screenshot for assignment 1. You can see here, it was 20%, 20 points. And this is assignment 1 grading rubric. You can download it and check what I just talked about, the grading rubric, where you will be graded and where you are likely to lose points. And the review table is an empty review table. You can fill out the information directly. And this is the checklist you are going to use to submit for the qualitative checklist. You are going to create your own title page. It's just one PICO question and a breakdown of the components. And then you have your own style of 1-page study review. It's just like double space 1 page. And screenshots of your strategy, justification, your a screenshot of your databases, and the PDF version of your article. So you are going to see exactly what I see here from Quackers. Okay, so after you complete everything, the final step is to submit 7 documents, 9 pages on Quackers. So this is students' version. So this is exactly what you are going to see. You can click here, start assignment 1. Click it. So this is a grading rubric. Again, I uploaded all the material here for your convenience. And this is your review table. You are going to use this template. And this is a checklist you are going to submit. And this is a reminder of all the things you are going to submit. So total of 9 pages, plus appendix of the screenshot of the database search strategy, and also a PDF version of your article. So this is the screenshot of assignment 1. Okay, till the end of this slides. So I value teamwork. It means you can work together and support each other to survive this course. However, you are not allowed to copy and duplicate others' homework. For example, you are going to share 1 PICO question or share 1 article. It's forbidden, okay? It's plagiarism. Both of you will lose points, like be graded 0 points for using exactly one PICO question and 1 article. So doing so will be considered a violation of the academic integrity policy. It's a serious issue for both the copier and the copy. So policy about late assignments is available in the syllabus. So please keep in mind, late assignments after 7 days without accommodation letter or any prior notice will be affected. So contact the instructor in advance for any accessibility forms or extension of the due dates, given unpredicted life issues. Okay, take home message. Watch this video, 30 minutes video, again and again, if you are not familiar with the policy. And read grading rubric. This is important for our section. The grading rubric only applies for our section. Do not copy other sections. Other instructors have their own grading rubric. And read assignment 1 samples on Quackers. Samples are important to get at least a pass for assignment 1. And then pre-approval is helpful. So send me your people question, follow the deadline. I will give feedback. And then the last part is submit 7 documents, 9 pages. If you have any questions, send your question to this email. So I may create a Slack. I lose my previous Slack. I don't know how. I will create a Slack and then show you like where we can communicate in another channel. Before that, use this email if you have any questions. Okay. Good luck for your assignment 1, and I look forward to read them. Okay.